Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Jurors here. So we're in the man dungeon today, and even though I don't produce video game videos anymore, because I don't play video games much anymore, I did want to show you guys what I'm up to these days, and this is it. Bam! The Magnavox Odyssey Shooting Gallery. So this is the first gun ever released for a video game, and it was released with the first video game that was ever sold in 1972. So it wasn't the first video game created, but it was the first video game ever sold as a retail product. This predates all your arcade stuff, everything. And so this is it right here. We're going to pull her out. Freaking insane technology here for the time in 1972. Let's see here. All right. Let's try not to mess anything up because this gun's like 50 years old. Oh my gosh, look at this. And the crazy thing about this guy is you look at the tip, it doesn't have that orange tip that's required nowadays. Because back in 1972, they didn't care apparently. As a kid, I would have freaking loved this. It looks so much like a gun, like a real gun. I would have freaking loved it. But it's probably good that they don't do stuff like this anymore. And also, when you cock it and release the trigger, oh man. You hear that? It's so satisfying. Like you compare this with the experience when you're using like the NES rifle or something like that. Not satisfying at all when you're using the NES rifle. Like this has pump action, like freaking awesome. Very satisfying trigger pull, crazy. I mean, they have an adjustable sight here, which is crazy too. This thing is freaking awesome. But the craziest thing about this is that Magnavox used a mold created by Nintendo. They bought this mold from Nintendo to create this gun. And this is 1972 Nintendo, before video games existed. So they weren't a video game company at the time, they were just a toy company. And they had this mold laying around actually because they had games that used guns like this. And I was actually able to track down one of those guns. Freaking crazy. It took me forever, but I finally found one, and I'm going to show it to you right now. All right, guys, here it is. You ready? Boom! Oh, I can feel it sliding around in there. That's not good. Okay, let's see if I can get... can you see this right here? Right there it is. Oop. Right in the middle there, 1970 by Nintendo. So this was a regular toy. It wasn't a video game that was produced by Nintendo in 1970, and it was called the Nintendo Kosenyu SP Rifle Pump Shot, something like that. And it was only released in Japan, but somehow I found one here in the US. Crazy. And so this is it. It's going to look real familiar, guys. Pretty much the exact same thing. So this is a sticker that someone put on with their name on it. Hiroka. I think that's a sticker that someone put on there. But anyway, it's got the same sight. No orange tip again, which is funny. Freaking crazy. It doesn't have a cord. Trigger pull is a lot lighter. I'm not sure if my gun is broken here or if that's just how it's supposed to be. And then if we look here, there's a battery slot. Let's get this bad boy open. And batteries would go right in there. No corrosion or anything. I was surprised. All right. And yeah, the most interesting thing though is we know that they used this mold because if you open up the Magnavox Odyssey rifle, it actually has battery slots. Even though it does not use batteries and has a cord, it has a slot for batteries. If you like literally take the screws off and open it up, it doesn't have a battery door like this. And that's crazy to me. And also, you can kind of see the rails here where you would have put on the scope. Magnavox never released a scope for the gun. And so it's just very, very interesting that they got Nintendo, the future like king of video game companies, to produce this mold for them. Or not produce it, but they were able to buy the rights to it off of them. Freaking amazing. Really cool. I spent so much time looking for this thing. So I do have the original Magnavox Odyssey system, which was the first video game console ever sold. And I can show you guys that too if you're interested. If I keep doing videos like this, I'll put some money into making my setup a little bit better because it's kind of hard to see things, I think. I think we need another camera maybe that's looking down on stuff. We'll have to see. But if you guys enjoy this type of content, enjoy seeing the first video game rifle ever created, then click that like button, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell for to be notified, and just let me know that you want to see the console itself. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye-bye.